What the fuck am I? Oh, you're finally up? Yeah, apparently your body couldn't handle it as fast as I thought, and, well, this kinda happened. What? Why are you tossing me in the mirror? Just look in the mirror. Holy shit! Am I? Jeez, the curvature on my chin. Oh my god. Yeah, apparently that was one of the side effects. Did not know that. But there you go. Have fun with that. Have fun with this. Don't get me wrong, I am drop dead gorgeous. But what the fuck am I gonna tell to my mom? Hey mom, a random demon just showed up, put his hands on my forehead, and I turned into this. My mom's gonna put me in an insane asylum. She loves me, but damn, that's crazy. Uh, you got a fair point. Come here. What do you, what are you gonna do? Just just get your ass over here. Fine. I'll I'll set the limiter to 30%. As Izuku just like completely shuts down for a second and goes back to his normal self. There's other limiters on your power that you can willingly unlock. There's 7 of them. But this ends up the reason why is well, the more you unlock, the demonic or older you look. Like that was like 10, like 10, 15, 20, somewhere around there. That was your power. 100 will have you looking like an actual demon. The fuck? You're telling me I'm gonna look like an actual fucking demon? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what I just said. Zeke. What the fuck? I don't know. Uh, but you're also gonna have to train to be able to unlock those limiters at will. You have the ability to, but your body will, if you go to 100, your body will continuously combust. And I don't think either of us want that. My new host dying so fast. Not the funnest thing for me. Host? What do you mean by that? Do you remember when I told you that I was going to give you your power? Well, it's my power. Technically, I gave you the power that I had, and me and you are merged spiritually. Not physically, as you can tell by how I'm still here. That was my old body. Way back when, in the Dark Ages, as you humans would say. But that's different. I had to change my form to look more modern, as you would say. People don't go too kindly with demonic quirks, as you guys would call them. People are kind of, how would I say, biased against them. So it wouldn't be the best look. So that's why I just look like a boy with no special features. Anyways, I mean, I'm gonna have to train you. What do you mean by that? What I mean by training you is, have fun not dying. As Ezekiel gets a call on his phone. Hold on, I gotta answer this. Yeah, mom? Uh, okay, I gotta go. My mom's like, yeah, I gotta go. Oh, yeah, your mom. Uh, just come back tomorrow. We'll pick it up. What time? 1:30. Wait, but I have school. And 1:30. As Isuke goes home, and his mom is all like, "Are you good? Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay?" You know, as the good mother Inko is. As from the rooftops, we see this man looking down and saying, "So, this is what Zeke's new host is." Uh, this will be fun. As we, oh fuck you, Bakio. Yeah, we're spoiling too much. As we cut back to Deku, uh, going to school, but he takes a turn and goes to an old abandoned warehouse where Zeke is waiting for him. So, uh, how are we gonna do this? Well, we're gonna start with this. As Zeke puts out his hand, and all of a sudden, Izuku just can't move. He falls to the ground, being crushed. This is gonna be gravity training. You're gonna be training with higher gravity. It's pretty much like weighted training, but more intense and cheaper. We're gonna start off easy with a 2 times gravity. Today we're just gonna do endurance and basic strength training. As they do what I just said, strength and basic endurance training. As Zeke is smiling. Although his body is weak, his mind is quite strong. That explains why I couldn't take him over. But, even so, he is quite the spirit, you would say. Anyways, you, you know, I'll let him watch. As Izuku turns around and saying, "What did you say?" "Oh no, nothing, don't worry about it." So, what's going on? Uh, not much. We still need to do one other thing though, to fully have you be, once you're done training in your body strong enough for it to be able to, how do I say this? Be able to unlock the power. What do you mean by that? As Zeke takes a knife out of his hand, and it looks like those old ritual knives. As he cut his hand, as he pulls out a cup and puts it in, and there's a glass of blood now. You need to drink this whole thing. Huh? Huh? What did you just say? Drink the blood. Funny, funny, funny. You're a real jokester, but no, seriously, what do I do? Drink the damn blood. I'm not gonna drink your blood. What if you have hepatitis? Or AIDS? Okay, I'm not gonna drink your blood. Drink my blood. Just do it. As Izuku just feels this, like, compulsion to do it. Fine. As, in like a mindless state, he walks over and drinks the blood as he snaps out of it. What the fuck was that? As Zeke smells. Our powers. The reason why I needed you to drink my blood, to put it in layman's term, I guess I was turning you into a demon. Well, not full demon, part demon. They're technically stronger than real demons for the fact of holy weapons don't do as much damage, which is normally the only thing that can hurt demons, especially my caliber. Pretty much making you already stronger than me. Not physically, but resistance wise and durability, you're stronger than me. meaning you'd be able to take more attacks than I would. And on top of that, if a human would use any demonic moves or satanic moves, their body would shut down. Human bodies are made from God, and let's just put it lightly, God doesn't like demons, you know. So a human possessing demonic powers, yeah, not a smart idea. So therefore, I turned you into part demon. So yeah. Anyways, there's a difference between your strength limiter and your limiter. Your limiter itself produces the forms that you're able to take on along with the some certain attributes. Right now, you have access to none of the seven. To put it lightly, you have the power of the seven sins: greed, lust, wrath, pride, sloth, envy, and etc. So, as of right now, you got a little bit of work to do. What do you mean by that? As there's a training montage. So the for like a whole year, and then the 10 months training, Izuku for the without the days, he would show up on test and he would ace them because Izuku's a fucking ridiculously smart, and it doesn't help that with his demonic blood and him being connected to Zeke, his intelligence has been boosted like 20-fold. So he is quite literally a super genius. And because of this, he just comes to the test, and the teachers don't really care because he's doing the work still. He gets every time he comes in, he grabs his work, and when he comes back in for the school, like for the test, he hands it in, and it's done. So they really don't give a shit, which I can say because the teachers are dickheads and horrible teachers, so I can get away with this. So after the time skip, Izuku, oh yes, he has unlocked the power of wrath, pride, lust, and greed. With each of these different forms, it changes his personality. Wrath makes him more angry, lust makes him more lustful, pride makes him more prideful, greed makes him more greedy. Ugh! I can't wait. Each of them has certain powers for them. And now, it's time for the entrance exam. But since he has unlocked the power of lust and etc. Those are included in his actual personality now. Meaning Izuku is a little more flirty. You see, this is the Izuku that we all know and love. But he's gone. This is the Izuku we have. So he's able to pull, let's just say, a few women, alright? Because of this, when he goes to the exam, instead of him falling, Ochako falls. And before she can fall and hit the ground, you know that, like, where he puts her hand, he grabs her before she falls, you know that fall? That's what he does. And with the most cunning, sexiest voice you can ever think of, he says, "Are you okay?" And you can see the hearts go bubba, bubba out of her eyeballs. As in a delirious tone, she's like, "Yeah, I'm fine." As she's just like, "Oh God, I've been blessed by an angel. My eyes have been blessed." And he sets her up and walks off as she's like drooling from the mouth and like thinking in her head, "I want a piece of that meat." Not that piece of meat. Get your mind out of the gutter, alright? Anyways, in the entrance exam, a good majority of people are looking at him. Okay, a good majority of the females are looking at him, and it doesn't help that this man is wearing a fucking suit and tie to a fucking school entrance exam where he's about to beat the shit out of some robots. Okay, and has as many piercings as he does. As when President Mike doesn't, talk about the 0 pointer, and Ida goes up and says, "This isn't the blah blah blah," on his pro- fucking bitch boy activity, he turns around and goes to point to Izuku. "And you look like a delinquent thug. Why are you here in a prestigious school as that? Why are your legs rested on the seat? This is a fashionable establishment." As Izuku just looks down at him in pity, as he just slowly moves up his hand and slowly starts to close it. As he does this, Ida can feel his body like go down to the ground. As Ida slowly falls, as he ends up falling to his knees, looking up at Izuku, and you just see this devilish smile as, with a flash of red, only Ida can see, from this and this, back and forth, as he says in a demonic, echoey tone, "That's better." As he is shitting his pants, okay? I don't care who the fuck you are, or who you say. If you see a man who looks like this, who grabs his hand, put it in the air, and slowly starts to fucking crush you, and you ain't able to do shit, and when you're on his knees, all of a sudden you see, and he swings back and forth, and in a, that's a lot better. "I'm out, I'm running, I am gone, I'm heading for the races," alright? After this, President Mike says, "Contestant, blah blah blah, you cannot do that, blah blah." He's like, "Sorry," as he lets Ida go. As Ida's shitting bricks right now. When I say shitting bricks, he's shitting straight houses, okay? The amount of homeless people could be saved by this man is immense, alright? So, Izuku comes first place in the practical test. Now moving on to my favorite part. The physical exam. You see, the difference between this one and blah blah, he decides he's gonna show off a bit, and he's gonna use each one of his forms. So, before President Mike can even say anything, as soon as they get to the gate, Izuku's gone, and the door is ripped off its hinges as they see Izuku walking past with this reddish aura around him, as without them being even able to notice, All Might is himself is barely even able to notice this, as they just see after images of Izuku fucking teleporting, pretty much beating the shit out of every robot. Okay, as he looks up to the center and says one. Everybody's confused, like what do he mean by that? As he smiles and his hair turns like this darker green as he puts his hand out and crushes the robots. With his other hand, he levitates them and crushes them into balls as he uses the balls of metal to kill other robots. As he puts his hand up to the thing, two. As you see his muscle stature grow in strength, as you can just feel you just see this gold aura around him as he stands tall in pride. as he walks over to the robots, and they're just like, you know that meme where it's like, fight back, fight back? That's what it is. But the difference is Izuku's just standing there with his arms crossed, sitting there, as he looks down at them, as he uses one finger, and with the with the slicing motion, kills them all. As he puts his hand up to the surveillance area and goes 3. As they're like, what the fuck is he doing? Oh my god, he is a god! What the? They're like completely stunned as you see him with this purple aura, as you just everybody just feels compelled to look at him. Like he's the most beautiful person on earth. As he walks by, as he touches the robot, as they decay and just crumble, as he walks over to another one, as you can see him kissing each one without them being able to do anything, as they die and get destroyed. I'm sorry, but Izuku's gonna be overpowered in this one, alright? He literally has the touch and kiss of death as the power of envy. Ooh, he combined that one with lust because of the insatiable urge to look at him and shit. So yeah. As he put as his hair flies up in the air, as you see his eyes turn purple and his nails exceed his gloves and rip out. Everybody's looking at them as he looks at the robot and says, kill each other. All of a sudden, without anything, they start fighting, killing each other. As he puts his hand up and goes 5. As he debuffs that, he de-skills and is like, that was fun. What should I do now? As he hears like a lot more screaming than a cannon, as all of a sudden there's 3 0-pointers. As Izuku smiles and says, "Ooh, some new toys." Izuku says, and he puts his hand up to them and goes with 3 with one hand. He has 5. In the second one, he has 8. As he smiles and closes them, start, and all of the colors that they previously seen, red, green, gold, purple, his eyes, his nails. This man's becoming a menace, and he's using all of them at once. He floats over like a majestic god. Stands, crushes one robot, picks it up with one hand. Physically, I'm talking. As he has one in the other, he grabs the last standing robot up by the head as he takes the robot's head and throws it towards the metal ball as the metal ball destroys the one. As he looks